Hello, lovely. This is Lazy Fox Creates, a podcast about the crafting experience, and I am deep in cosplay crunch mode right now. I have a week and a half until I have to finish my cosplay. I'm cosplaying as Jinx from the TV show Arcane, and I thought it would be fun to make an episode about what I'm doing for that. I have a good chunk of it left to do, admittedly. And I am literally recording this the night before it releases. It's gonna release in literally 5 hours. I have the episodes released at 4 a.m. in case people have early commutes, but yeah, it's 11:30 p.m. and I am just recording this. So because I have been fighting with a wig all evening and literally a half hour ago I was like, fuck, I didn't record my episode. So I am doing it now, and it's funny because I did have it on the schedule to record an episode. However, I didn't plan to do it super last minute and like rushing, but it just matches what I've been doing. So yeah, as I said, I'm cosplaying Jinx from Arcane. I love her. She's She's very relatable, and to anyone who knows the show, that's maybe not a great thing, but it's okay. My cat's trying to eat plastic. The plastic being the Jinx hair that I left on my floor. So anyway, I have Jinx's fish bones done, which is fucking amazing. It took me so long to finish that, and that's honestly why I'm rushing right now. Everything else takes just a teeny tiny bit of time compared to that fish bones, but I predict that it's going to be the favorite part of my cosplay, and so it's going to be very worth it. I did use a pattern for it, but it took a while to get everything together, and I have some lights on it, it doesn't light up as much as I would like, and the effect isn't exactly what I was going for, but it's still fantastic. And now my cat wants out. Cool. So yeah, Jinx has, for anyone who is unfamiliar, Jinx has like ankle length blue braids. Mine are more like knee length, and I wanted it to be longer, but it is what it is. It was fucking hard to get it like I wanted it anyway, which it's still not how I want it, but I'm compromising with my perfectionism and saying it's fine. I have made the gloves, which are out of mostly faux leather, which doesn't stretch a lot, and I don't know if you knew this, but it's really hard to make gloves when they don't really stretch. There's like a tiny bit of stretch, but a couple years ago I made gloves out of real leather, and that was, as you can imagine, even less stretchy. So I feel like these ones were a little bit easier than that, so I think that prepared me for it well. But I got her arm thing, part of her glove with like a bunch of different fabrics on it, the purple and pinkish stripes, and then the gray and dark gray stripes. Mine are kind of black, but it's fine. The the pants I have a pattern for, and I just did a test with some bad fabric because, well, with Joann's closing, I'm not going to be able to go back and get the fabric that I found that's perfect for her, so it's a precious resource. And I think I know how to adjust it to make them work. So I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to be doing an invisible zipper, which I haven't done before, but I looked up a video on, and since I'm me, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can do that, and maybe it will take me 5 hours to fight with it instead, and I'll be like, why do I think I can do things? But it'll get done, so. um, and then I have to do her belts, which I'm gonna do out of EVA foam and then cover with, I think, just a black fabric. I was gonna put my faux leather, but I ran out of that, and I'm at this point not really sure where to get more other than ordering it. So I'm just gonna do a black fabric. I honestly don't think anyone's gonna notice. Um, for the boots, I found these wonderful boots for only $12 at the thrift store, and I'm using some of my faux. Did I say faux fabric before? I meant faux leather. Listen, it's 11:40, okay? I use some of my faux leather fabric to give that, like, it looks like she has, like, yanked her boots down at the top. So I have some stuff for that cut out and I need to sew it, and then I think I'm gonna attach it with fabric because my boots have a zipper on the side, and when I went to, like, size it, I realized this and that it was gonna get in the way, and I don't want a big line on the top of my boots. So I think I'm just gonna Velcro it. So that should be relatively easy. I'm debating whether I want. Can I get my boot under this sewing machine and sew Velcro on? The Velcro. Oh no, the Velcro is sticky. Is the sewing machine even gonna agree with that? I'll figure it out. I'll do it by hand if I have to. It doesn't have to look nice. It's on the boot, no one's gonna see it. But I have pink laces for it, obviously. And then I have cut out all the accessory bits for it already. I just need to paint them and then glue them on, which shouldn't take too long. And let's see, what else do I have? I got my list here. Oh, the top. Yeah, so I work at a watch factory, and so there's a leather department, and they're moving around right now. So they've been giving out a lot of free leather, which is fantastic for me, as you can imagine. And for Jinx's top, I think it's supposed to be made of leather. I can't really, I got like close up on the pictures, and I can't tell for sure, but I think it's supposed to be made of leather. And that's gonna be really expensive. So I didn't wanna buy a whole hide for that. I have no idea how much it would need, but, um, also because Jinx has a large section of her stomach showing, and I'm not gonna do that because no thank you. And so mine needs more fabric than the average Jinx player, which I see people make Jinx tops and it's like, "Holy, you fit into that? Damn." I'm kinda jealous. But, anyway, my company was getting rid of a lot of leather because were shifting things around, and we just realized we had a lot of stuff we don't need. And I got so incredibly lucky because they gave away a huge, huge hide of perfect leather for Jinx. It's soft enough where I can turn it over and create a nice seam. And it's so much of it so that I feel very comfortable, like, attempting it, and if I mess up, that's fine. Which I did do a test on some fabric that I wasn't gonna use anyway, but, um, it's a lot different using leather versus using fabric, so I wasn't sure how that would translate, although I realized that I need to put a zipper in that too because I'm like, oh yeah, can't have non-stretchy material go over, like, my chest, which is bigger than my waist, and just have it fit. So, I need a zipper on that, and I spent a little bit of time thinking about it because I don't want there to be a zipper on it. And that's when I found out about the invisible zipper, and I was like, "Ooh, can I do that on this leather?" And they're like, "You have to use this special foot for it." I'm like, "Uh-huh, I can't because it's leather." So, I don't know, we'll see. And then I found an invisible zipper. I have one for some reason, so I'm gonna put that on it, and we'll see how it works out. So that's all the stuff that I have to do still. I have about a week and a half left to do it. I do have 2 D&D games that I'm running in that time, so that's gonna take up a bit of time. But then I have next Monday and Tuesday off, so it's a lot of time to get cosplay together. My fish bones I made out of mostly EVA foam. Actually, I think like entirely out of EVA foam. I'm trying to think of a material on it that's not. I guess I got my brother to 3D print me some clips for it because I have to fully disassemble it because I am shipping the base of it because I can't fit it in my checked luggage, and if I shipped the whole thing it would have been like $200 to ship, and there's no way I'm doing that. So it almost completely disassembles, which is most of why it took so long. But I got it put together and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's my baby. I'm gonna cradle it as I fall asleep. Except I can't because then I'll damage it. But I think that's it for all of my cosplay. So I am going to wrap this up and read a little bit before I go to bed because my hair is all wet from my shower and I can't just sleep immediately. And this time next week, I will be rushing like a mad person to try to finish this cosplay. If you want to see the pictures of my cosplay, jump into the Discord. There's a link in the episode description, and there's also a link at the website lazyfoxcreates.com. If you want to email me, my email is fox@glitterfoxmedia.com. And that's it from me. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as I have enjoyed making it. Love y'all. Go out and make something.